Hey, hey! How are you doing? All you champion cheerleaders out there. That's right, I'm talking to you. Now, unless you've been living under a rock or you're not involved in the cheerleading world, you would know at the end of this month, they are having the World Cheerleading Championships being held in Orlando, Florida. Now, for those cheerleaders out there, we all know that this is the grand final, the World Series, the Emmy, the Oscars of cheerleading. And for you guys that don't know the sport, that's what it is. It's that big and it's that amazing. Now, for many cheerleaders, this is the big time. This going there and winning is the big payoff. But while it means so much to a lot of cheerleaders, it also doesn't mean that much to other cheerleaders. And that brings me back to the champion cheerleader. Every team needs champion cheerleaders. Cheerleaders who bring their own unique strengths and weaknesses. Cheerleaders who bring their unique personality traits and their skills and abilities. Now, every athlete is interested in winning because, look, it feels good. But not every athlete wins the same way. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't compete to win because, as I said, it feels good. You get to cheer, you get to say, yes, I did it, I beat them, I crushed them. You get to say that. I understand that. But some athletes are on the team because they want to support your passion. Some athletes are there because they love the energy. Some athletes are there because they love cheerleading. They love all the elements that go with that. And that's what makes them a champion cheerleader for you, for your team, and for themselves. Now, my name is Sanford McMurray, and I am an EMPs mentor, motivational coach, and consultant. Now, what does EMPs stand for? Well, I will talk about that in just a few moments. But I've created this program, and I believe this program is a game-changing program for the sport of cheerleading. It's something that I wish would have been around when I was doing cheerleading back in, should I say it? Back in the 80s, let's just put it that way. So it doesn't matter whether you're a wannabe cheerleader, whether you're currently a cheerleader, or whether you're a cheerleading coach. This program is for you. Now, the program is called the Cheerleader I Am. And I created this program from coaching, from mentoring, and from watching thousands of cheerleaders over the years who did not understand these particular things. Now, not only these things, but these things are the first things I wanted to mention to you. One, they didn't understand why they were doing cheerleading. Two, they didn't have a personal plan for their cheerleading season or a team plan and goals. They didn't have a mental fitness plan in case they got stuck or lost. They didn't, understand how to own their skills or their place on the team, and they didn't know how to ask the coach or their parents for the support they truly needed through the season. Now, again, what does EMPs stand for? Emotional, mental, physical, scars, and blocks. Now, what do I do in that area? Well, first of all, we know about the mental blocks. Okay, we get stuck on a skill and it just seems like there's no way of getting over that. And we do everything. We stand there, we run from it, we scream, we get screamed at, we go home crying, we medicate ourselves, we chocolatize ourselves. That's eating chocolate in case you didn't know. Okay, so those are the mental blocks. The physical blocks are pretty clear as well. We get an injury, get a fall or something, and we're feeling that physically, and that fear kicks in, and therefore we're stuck in the past of that pain. That pain, of course, goes along with us, coupled with our mental and our physical, and then emotional. What I'm talking about here is emotional intelligence, okay? So figuring out how to take those emotions once we've been screamed at, once we've had a disagreement with a teammate, once we've had stuff happen to us at school, or we've been rejected by a friend or a boyfriend or girlfriend, learning how to manage and work through the emotional intelligence that we each have in each of us. So again, what do I do? Well, I have athletes ask for what they really honestly want, because there's no need of trying to dive into the EMPs if they don't know what they want. I also help them to look at the scars and the blocks and face them so they can get unstuck. I assist them in creating a management plan and a self-care plan around their EMPS. And finally, I support and I mentor them until they no longer need my services. So what I would like to do here on this message today is I would like to invite you to a live call this Sunday, April 15th from 6:30 until 7 Brisbane, Australia time. On that call, I will talk more about the Cheerleader I Am program. I will also talk to you about the 6 secrets that every cheerleader needs to know to max out their season. And then you get to ask me questions about anything to do with the cheerleading program or the 6 secrets. All the information you need to know is down below. So make sure you write that information into your phone so you can remember that date. Now, before I go, I would just like to say to parents and coaches, please don't let your athletes go through another season being stuck with their emotional, their mental and physical scars and blocks. This is a life-changing program, and I hope to see you on that call on Sunday. Remember, Sunday, April 15th, 6:30, right here. Click on the link, and then all the information will be yours. Oh, guys, I will see you soon. But until then, love your mission. Peace.